Alright, the right side seal, transmission seal. Do not use a board to hammer it on, or you will flatten out the metal lip on this. So I've got an adapter that I got at a home improvement store that should go over this metal lip and cover the outer edge. So that way I should be able to put this there and then use the board on the adapter. So that way you're not putting pressure on the metal, your metal piece here. So let's see how well this works. Oh, that went on pretty darn good. Alright, let's try to hit it one more time. That's pretty good. A little bit over here on this end. Okay. Oh, it flattened out there. Let me tap it around there. Alright, so if you go and start hitting on this, this is what's going to happen. You're going to end up having to buy another seal. So it bent the metal lip here. It bent the metal lip here. And you see it pushed down my rubber seal and ruined it. So this adapter was $1.18. Home improvement store in the electrical aisle. Alright, I have my other seal ready to put in. It goes in the bell housing here. I don't know how well this is going to work. It's flatter than the other one that's here, but it does rise up a little bit above the edge of the seal, so I don't know if that's going to matter or not. But I'm going to try to use this same adapter here and then see if that works. If not, I'll just have to get another one that'll fit around the metal edge over here. So because this one is going to go right there, and this is made of metal, but I don't know if it's going to cause the inside to cave in. So I'll try that and see how well it works. Alright, I have the seal sitting down in there, and then I'm going to put my adapter here and then my piece of wood on top of that, and then hammer that and see how well it works. Okay, here it is. Worked out pretty good. It doesn't look like I caved that in any. Looks flush to the casing. Alright, here you got your final drive carrier. You just want to put a little transmission lube or Vaseline on this. Put your flat washer on that. And then on top of this washer, you're going to put your bearing on top of that. And that'll go inside your casing. That'll be the first thing you put back inside. And inside this final drive, you got another bearing. Then next, you'll put your sun gear in, the flat side down. You have a flat side, then you have a side that's step down or in. So you want to put flat side down. Then you'll put the parking gear in. Start on your internal gear. Inside is a bearing. Then that'll go over your final drive. Alright, after you install the internal parking gear, you got a bearing that goes over that. Okay. So put your big snap ring in after that. Now you want to put your 1-2 band in. Now you want to put in your reaction sun gear. Alright, on your reaction sun gear, you want to put your bearing. Your tabs will be up inside here. And this will go in next. Alright, next you'll have the reaction carrier. You'll have a little washer in here, inside here. That'll go inside there. Then you'll have this big bearing. That bearing, put a little transmission lube or Vaseline on it, and then put it inside there, like that. And then this should be ready to put down on the sun gear. These two rotor clutches are going to go on top of the sprag, just like that. And be sure you have your little washer here in place. So it should go just like that. And then that should get put on the input carrier that you just put in. Alright, next you'll put the reverse reaction drum in. We've got the bottom of this can that I made right at the edge where the seal goes on to. So this is our last one. We're going to see how well this works. It worked. Now we just gotta squeeze them together to shrink them back tight again, smaller again. This is it, aluminum can. Cut the bottom, cut the metal ring on top, let the part where it starts to cone up, and then just put it over here, squeeze it tight, put a piece of tape there, and use that to put my seals on. This is for a 4L60E, where you're supposed to just put it right here, but it's not big enough on the inside. It's supposed to go all the way down, and then you put your seal on here, and then you push it down with this to there. But I didn't have one for a 440 T4, so I had to make one out of a Coke can, aluminum can. So, and it worked. Tape up the sharp edges and use some transmission lube or Vaseline and slide it over. So that was it. Alright, I got this hose clamp I'm going to use to resize these. Just put them on there, snug them up a little bit, and that should squeeze them hopefully back to the original size that they was. Just be sure they go inside the groove when you start squeezing on them. Oh, that's good. Alright, your input third clutch, be sure your washer's on there. And then your bearing on top of it. And then make sure that's down. And just drop it on in there. After you get your input third clutch in, go ahead and put your reverse band in. Then your second clutch drum. Once you get your drum on the third clutch drum, you just hold your band straight and just rock your second clutch drum in. Just drop on down. Alright, driven sprocket support. My 2 pump bolts, I just used to thread this in to have a handle. Then you have a thrust washer at the back here. So we'll put this in. Alright, your driven sprocket support should be a little below flush right here on the casing, and the top of the drum should be a little below flush. And it should be kind of easy to slide around there. So you want to line it up right there, and then put your oil scoop right here. So that's that. And you're ready. You're done with these. Alright, then your output shaft, the bearing's close to that, and that goes down. And where the bearing rides, where the bushing rides, it's smaller right here. And then where a bushing rides, it's wider. So the wider end goes up. And where the bushing rides, I put transmission lube, and I put transmission fluid around the bearings. So we're ready to put that in. Okay, then your horseshoe clip will go at the bottom. Snap in. Then you're ready for your horseshoe clip. When you turn this on the side, be sure that none of the front comes out. So be sure you have that down, or have somebody holding it to get this put in. Okay, ready? Alright, we're going to put the 2 sprockets and the chain on. I got a thrust washer here on this drum, and then you got a thrust washer in this sprocket inside. So a thrust washer here, and then just be sure you lube your bearings up, lube your shaft up. Alright, before you put your 4th clutch shaft in, be sure your thrust washer goes down on your sprocket. Then your 4th clutch shaft. Alright, your bottom plate, you'll have a D in on the bottom. That'll let you know it goes down. And it goes like this. Then you have another steel. To go like that. Then you'll have a clutch. Then you have another steel to go just like that. Your 4th clutch shaft, when you put that in, be sure you put your snap ring back around the shaft. And then you put your seal in. Then you flip it over, and then your thrust washer, then your piston and rod, and then your piston and rod. Okay, be sure your oil scoop's sitting on top of the plate, and don't forget to hook up your linkage. Add a spring on it that goes here. Don't forget your linkage. It's hooked up here on that valve. Alright, on the channel plate you have a dial pin here, and it's hollow. So the hollow dial pin here, and then your check balls I put in. So you have that one check ball here, one check ball here, check ball here, check ball there, check ball there, check ball here, check ball here, and check ball there. So I held those in with transmission lube so they wouldn't fall out. Alright, got your spacer plate on, got a gasket on both sides. And there's your dial pin, help you line it up with, and then you got a heating element on the other side that I didn't show you that fits right in the casing. Then you got this little converter filter which will go right here. Alright, once you get your channel plate on and then your plate with your gaskets, you have your oil drive shaft. I'm going to put that in. Once you get that in, then you're ready for your valve body. Alright, here's the back side of your valve body. We got 4 check balls here. We have one here, one here, one here. Those 3 are the same size check ball, and then we have a big check ball here, a larger one. So 1, 2, 3, and then you have your 4th one here, which will be the bigger of the 3. And put your trans lube or Vaseline on the check ball so they don't fall out when you turn it over to put it on your channel plate. After you put your valve body on, be sure you put your clip on for your 2 lines. Alright, got the front pump on. Alright, I got my throttle linkage bracket hooked back up, and got my wiring harness and the clips where they go, and I'm ready to put the pan on. And when you put your pan gasket on, don't forget this gasket that goes here. Alright, then I turn the transmission over after I got the side pan on, and I put my accumulator pistons in, the 1, 2, and the 3, 4. And I put my oil pipe in with a little rubber O-ring on top and the springs on bottom. Alright, before you put the accumulator cover on, don't forget your spacer plate and the 2 gaskets that go on each side of it, and the gasket that goes on the other end of the accumulator pipes. Alright, after you put your accumulator cover on, don't forget to put your pipe in the casing and snap the clip in. Alright, don't forget to put your scavenging scoop back in. And then you put your oil filter on, and then your pan. If your pan had a magnet in it, don't forget to put that back. And then after you put your pan on, you put your 1-2 servo in, which is right here. And then your reverse servo. Then you put your modulator valve on. Don't forget your piston and your O-ring. Then your governor and your governor cover will be next. Alright, we popped open the transmission fluid filter. So I'm going to take some more of this out to see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So that's the rest of the thrush wash that worked itself way to the filter, and it's all inside the filter, so that's good. So the few pieces I found in the casing that I got out, and the rest is right here. So there you go. So for the ones that was looking for it, wanting to know if I found the rest of it, yeah, I found the rest of it. It's all right here in the filter. So